right over there. I swear, I promise you, right over there. They said, "Rah!" And I just got walk. I seen it, seen me, see it.
Afternoon, boys and girls. Shut the That is a robot.
Now you mad. Small woman. Small woman.
You know, I don't give a about none of these.
Yo, what's poppin'? What's the deal going on? Wow. Damn, man. You hate to hear that. Hate to hear that right there. So I'm seeing it go around. You know, you got to be sure sometimes with these deaths about these celebrities, because I've seen multiple times where they said a celebrity was dead, and then you went to go actually do the correct research, come find out they're still alive, and they got to tell the whole world, ain't nothing happened to me, I'm all right. But in this case, it is true. Michael Jamal Warner has, you know, who we all know as Theo from the Cosby Show. He passed away. 54 years old, man. 54 years old. They say as a result of a drowning on a family trip. I'm hearing he got swept away by a damn current. Oh man, that's cold. That's cold right there. You know, I wasn't even a fan of the Cosby Show like that, so that ain't even why I'm talking about it. It just, I seen it and it just, it hit the heart to hear that. Can you imagine on a family trip and for it to go down like that, man? You just never know. You just never know. But you got to be careful out here. Man, we got to be careful out here, man. You especially hate to hear about someone passing away when they're at a fairly young age. You know what I'm saying? 54, that's not that old, bro. Yeah, but they said he was on a family vacation in Costa Rica. You know what I'm saying? Like, you grow up watching these people. You know, like me specifically, I wasn't a fan of the Cosbys, but you know how it is when you grow up watching. Look at all the people who did grow up watching the Cosbys. You know, you grew up watching these people all your life, so it definitely hit the heart. It hit different when you hear about, especially something like this, fam. So I believe this happened all Sunday afternoon and on the Lord's Day. Oh man. And before this, bro looked good for his age, man. 54. He looked good for his age. But yeah, the comments and posts and all of that from all the different social media platforms going crazy. Folks can't believe this one. They can't believe it. I had to check and see if he had like any kids, anything. He ain't got no kids, but I see he had ex-spouses. Yo, I forget that he used to be married to Michelle Thomas, aka Myra from Family Matters. She had passed away back in 1998. And that was another sad one. That was another situation. It's like, damn, Myra gone? Oh man. That was always one of the most memorable celebrity deaths right there, growing up on Family Matters, man. Like, R.I.P. to her. Um and Regina King too. He used to be married to Regina King. He had some beautiful women in his life. I don't know anything about his current wife or, well, now his widow, but it's just a shame, man. You be careful out here. You just never know. You never know. You see that man out there living life, well, with his family, living it up, enjoying life, and just that quick, it can go wrong like that. Damn shame. Damn shame. 54 years old, fam. 54 years old. He's definitely a legend, you know. Definitely made his contributions. Everybody, you hear the name, you could listen, you hear the name Theo, you ain't know what he talking about. You know what I'm saying? Terrible. R.I.P. Malcolm Jamal Warner, and condolences to his family and everything like that, and his fans and everything. One thing about these legends who were on TV and all of that, they ain't never gonna be forgotten or anything like that. They gonna always live through these reruns and stuff like that. They entertain people since they were kids, entertained us while we were kids, all our life. So you definitely got a legacy there, man. It's too bad though, you know. But Realest one, slide accordingly, like, share, comment, all of that. I'm out.
It went right over there. I swear, I promise you, it went right over there. They said, "Rah!" And I just cut walk. I seen it, seen me, see it.
Afternoon, boys and girls. Shut the That is a robot.
Now you mad.